knew I needed some help. I knew I needed the village.
Yes, you did.
And I came home.
We all need the village.
I came home and I said, Mom, help me. I always joked with my mom, this doesn't look like the African sculptures that I grew up around. Again, the breastfeeding books were saying any stirring, nurse on demand was what I was taught. I would wake up every time he made a whimper at night thinking he needed to breastfeed. I just was exhausted. I didn't get any more than an hour of sleep at a time, and that was a maximum. He seemed frustrated, I seemed frustrated, we're both crying in the middle of the night. Yeah, my husband didn't know how to help us either. When I met with you and you started talking about the active sleep and the deep sleep, it made a lot of sense.
Could you describe what it looked like to you to see him having what you think now was active sleep?
Yes. Well, deep sleep is obviously just, he sems deeply asleep, like anybody would recognize. But active sleep looks almost like awake sometimes. His eyes even open, flash, look back and forth. His arms shoot up and they shoot down, punching in the night. Sometimes even a cry or a whimper. And what I've come to realize through your training in DVD is that he can stop that on his own, and that he's not actually awake. I was waking him up to nurse him when he was doing that, but what he was really doing was just trying to do his active sleep.
I see.
And here I have my first stretch of 3 hours of sleep.
Oh my goodness. 3 hours seemed like a really long time.
It seemed like an eternity. And I woke up rested and I was able to latch him on and pay attention to the latch, which made it feel more comfortable. And I wasn't having him on the nipple every 30 minutes, and that because that was starting to get them cracked and sore. And now we have a wonderful nighttime relationship.
Lynn's 2-week-old baby shows us what deep sleep looks like. Her body is still. She surprises her mom by not responding to any stimulation. There is no movement of her eyes, and her eyelids stay shut. Her breathing is deep and regular, and she makes no sounds. Every hour or so, a newborn will transition from this still, deep sleep to an active, light sleep. Here, Owen is in active, light sleep. His eyes flash open, he puckers his mouth, and even smiles, and makes sucking movements. But Owen is not waking up. He is just transitioning from his still, deep sleep to his active, light sleep.
Having the advice of elders and people who've done it before is so important.